Welcome to Troy High School, home of the Troy United FC for their final game of the season here as they take on Cedars FC in a matchup of two of the top teams in the league. Troy currently sitting at fourth in the table right now, not able to quite take the title home this year, but with a win tonight, Cedars FC will officially win the Midwest Premier League. Both teams have a lot to play for tonight, and both teams are on a very hot streak as of right now, playing some very strong soccer, and both being very, very strong teams in this conference.
Looking forward to it, Anthony. Should be a good matchup here.
Yeah, the last 5 games for each team, Troy is 3-1-1. Cedars is 4-0-1, and overall they are just two of the top scoring teams in the league. They have scored 2.5+ goals in all of their games, but one for both teams. And at this point, I think we are in for quite a contest.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one.
As we wait for the national anthem to play.
I'm just so excited. I'm going down a tunnel right now, and it's just echoey. I'm just so excited.
Okay, well,
out of that tunnel.
Last game of the season. We're just gonna have a little bit of fun with it, I suppose.
Fun,
As we.
You don't mind if I test out my goal voice real quick?
Go for it.
Go Troy United!
We'll see.
We like to have fun here at Troy United.
Yeah, we'll see if that one comes out again.
Fingers crossed.
Probably
right?
not.
Do you want to turn me I'll get your effects ready to go. Yeah, I just gotta pull your levels up. So here.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
I mean, guys, any viewers right now? I don't even know how many viewers we have. We have
all of them. All of the viewers.
Yes, we have all the viewers. We have 6 concurrent viewers, 13 total. Yeah, I mean, we're just having fun. We got 16 DSP Digital Multi-Effects program on this soundboard. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds absolutely incredible.
That sounds like quite
bit of
fun.
Sounds like a really good time.
Oh, man. You are something else, Ryan. Alrighty, as we get ready to kick off here for Troy, they are a little understaffed today with just 3 subs coming off the bench. Apparently, they took a team trip to Faster Horses.
Wow.
So.
Wow. Well, hopefully, I mean, I don't really know where to go from that. I did security at Faster Horses once for all you viewers, and that is a place. That is a place.
That is a fun fact.
That is the place of all time for country music. If you're big into country music, you're big into drinking adult soda pops, it's a great time.
Something, yeah.
But hey, they're a little weak on the subs, but we still have a lot of the core guys here today, right, Anthony?
Yep, our starting line, up front at least, is very strong with, I believe, Salvatore Thompson is back, the team's leading goal scorer, Foster Garrett, player of the week 2 weeks ago, and Luke Nicholson, a big part of the tie and draw versus the Michigan Stars a few weeks ago. So the top line is very, very good. Kuyate continues to play in the center. A couple of other subs in the midfield with some less experience, and then a back line that has been shaken and mixed up by quite a bit. So it'll be an interesting lineup here for Troy. Like I said, their front line should be able to put some goals in the back of the net, but with a lot of substitutions elsewhere, they may have some struggles with communication, and of course just changing that lineup around is going to cause some issues. But of course they have the ever-reliable Drew Swancutt in goal, so how bad could it really be? As we get ready to kick off here, it looks like Troy will get the first kickoff to open this game. But yeah, very interesting lineup. Swancutt in goal, being the brick wall that he always is. But the rest of the team is certainly mixed up and a little bit short on depth.
Man. Last game of the season, I better see Swancutt come out of goal here and just maybe get the Swancutt goal. That'd be
go on a pro club
perfect,
skill run.
Pro clubs run, just running through everyone. I would love to see that. That would be a lot of fun.
Right. I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see if Swancutt
I don't know if that's in this cards, the strategy. I think I like Swancutt as a brick wall.
I agree. I think that works out quite a bit better for Troy. As Troy, Salvatore Thompson.
I don't know what we're waiting
They're
for
just
here.
passing around the back. I'm not totally sure what we're waiting on.
It feels like what's that? Yeah. It feels like before a half inning of baseball. You got the first baseman throwing grounders, the rest of the infielders, pitcher throwing some pitches.
Seem to have, a little bit of a delayed start here. Both teams just passing it around their rosters. I don't know if we can see it on the broadcast, but the Cedars fans have brought their own little fan section over here.
Let's see. Let's zoom in on that.
The Foresters of Cedar FC.
Yeah.
Foresters.
Also, sorry for the picture quality today. I don't really know what's going on. But, hey, we got a feed. That's all that matters. That's all I care about.
Yes, it is.
We got the wonderful, amazing Gordon Cloud has just walked into the press box, and maybe he can update us on the situation. Gordon, what's going on out there? He has no clue what is going on.
No clue at all.
No
Fantastic.
clue. The referees are talking about something on the field. That's all we know at this situation. When we know more, you will know more.
We will let you know, yeah.
Troy United FC fans. But
head coach Connor James is talking with the other team about something. Both coaches are talking with the referees, but not totally sure what's going on here.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Drew Swancutt is hugging a fan over there or something.
Aw.
Anything's possible here today.
Yeah, last game of the season. It's going to be a crazy one. It's going to be a wild one.
Rules fly out the window.
Yeah, rules fly out the window. Expectations fly out the window. We're just here to have some fun, folks. Maybe they're just building the anticipation for this long-awaited matchup.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Who knows? I hope so.
I
don't know. I'll tell you what, Anthony. I'm getting real anxious myself over here.
Me as well.
Ready to get into this.
I'm quite excited for this matchup. But as Drew Swancutt makes his way up to the 35-40 yard line, I think we might be a little ways away from playing. I wonder if there's a trainer issue or
possibly. I believe that may have been question marks in the past.
Or a goal issue potentially.
I might. I see
sandbags.
Maybe it's something to do with sandbags because I see
the goals aren't secured or something. Maybe.
I see our fearless leader Joey Varelli down there. Troy High School English teacher, great lad overall. He's done a wonderful job. Yeah, I believe it is an issue with sandbags in the goal. They want them to be secured. So we got, Connor James and Stephen Gipe out here putting some hustle into it, getting these sandbags out to the goal.
Trying to get this thing kicked off.
But overall, we got a lovely, lovely executive board that runs this club. They work very, very hard, and it's great to see. I was there for the early discussions of the creation of this club and seeing it finally out in the field. Obviously, this is year two of the club, but year two and seeing something that I've heard talked about, as an idea come to life is really, really special.
Yeah, and they've made some solid improvements in year two. They're going to finish top 5 in the tables for the first time. They're, going to be one of the top goal scoring teams in the conference. So, a good solid year 2 for the club and, working their way forward to years 3 and beyond.
Exactly. The future looks very bright here in Troy.
They're a strong young club.
It looks like we're getting ready to go.
All righty, Salvatore Thompson ready to kick this thing off finally.
And
the referee gives the go-ahead. As they pass the ball back and Troy works their way back around. We'll see if they continue their play style of kick the ball over the top and see if it works.
I like to think that whole weight there was just to build suspension.
Potentially.
It had me going.
As Troy is looking for the through ball, able to find it for the moment. Luke Nicholson works his way forward.
It's a good move there by Nicholson.
Yes, it is. But the through ball back on. Nicholson trying to get their touch around the defender. Well done. Down the end line crossover, but intercepted there by Cedars.
Great sequence of events there by Nicholson.
Yes.
Who played that cross into him? Or that through ball to him?
I do not know.
But whoever played that through ball, that was a lovely through ball, and overall a great sequence of events there.
Yes, it was. As Troy will get possession back, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the strikers and the forwards for this Troy United team are very strong today. Luke Nicholson big part of the draw last week versus the Stars. And then, of course, you have Salvatore Thompson, the team's leading goal scorer. Foster Garrett, the player of the week just 2 weeks ago. So the goals should be coming in for Troy. We saw an early opportunity there, but Cedars will take the possession. And they look to be patient with it as they send it out to the left back. A little give and go will work their way through the Troy defense. And a through ball picked up momentarily there by Matthew Prizporia, excuse me.
Gesundheit.
Again, the back line is quite a bit different today, not the normal names we're used to. As Carter Peak is able to poke that one away. Through ball on. Troy says offsides, but the referee says play on. Crossover, and the goal is going to be immediate. And Cedars will take a 1-0 lead there on Troy, and honestly just some sloppy defending.
Yeah, hate to see that.
They just not the best defensive effort there by Troy. I think they all thought it was offsides. They all stopped playing, and
play to that whistle.
Play to the whistle, yeah. And they just did not do that. Look a little flat-footed here early. Swancut is very fairly, I would say, upset about that one. But Troy will go down 1-0 in this matchup. And with a team in Cedars FC that needs a win to win the league, I don't think they'll take a much better start than that.
Yeah, I mean, heck, it's like, you know, a golfer starting out their round with a birdie. I mean, you can't really complain about that.
Can't ask for much better. But Troy will take possession back as Carter Peak sends it to Swancut, and Swancut sends it back out to Prizporia. Prizporia up to Connor Henson, who will give it to Nicholson. Nicholson taking the ball inside. Big touch, and it will be taken away, but kicked out of bounds for a throw-in. Will remain Troy's ball as Henson will take this throw, looking down the line. Give it to Nicholson. Nicholson with the ball. Pass back to Henson. Henson looking for that through ball, but picked off by his Cedars, and they're back on the attack with a one-on-one opportunity now on Swancut. Comes out of goal and just pokes it away.
Side judge really took his time there raising that offside flag.
Yeah, but after all of that, it is going to be called offsides. So a dangerous situation handled very well there by Swancut, but in the end would not have amounted to anything regardless, and Swancut sends it out to the outside. Carter Peak with the ball back to Swancut. Swancut with the big ball up to the midfield, well placed there. As Foster Garrett now receives, working his way inside on the offense.
Ooh.
But that ball taken away, but picked right to Salvatore Thompson. Thompson to Garrett. Garrett once again losing possession, and Cedars are back on the counter. Slowed up momentarily by Shigira, but Cedars continuing to advance. Through ball on. Carter Peak, the defender closest. Crosses away. And a sliding tackle there. Brad Prizporia is going to save the possession at the moment, but Cedars will retain the ball.
Great clearance by Prizporia.
Fantastic work, sliding attempt, because if not, there was a wide open shot there at the top of the box. So Troy waking up just a little bit here on the defensive side of things. Cedars will keep possession though for the moment, and of course being up 1-0 within the first 5 minutes, there is no rush to get this ball away. But they will continue to work. Troy being a little less aggressive on the defensive side of the ball today, likely due to their lack of substitutions and lack of depth. That through ball getting a little over Carter Peak, but Prizporia doing a very good job getting to it.
Yeah, got to preserve their energy in that back line there. Long 90 minutes.
And really all over. They have one sub on the defense, one sub in the midfield, and just one sub up top. So this whole unit, this entire team is going to have to preserve that energy. And it's going to be a long game. It's going to be a long contest for them. So we'll see how.
No easy feat either if they want to take down Cedars.
As that ball is picked away by Luke Nicholson. He sends the ball forward, but poked away by Cedars. Physical play, 2-on-1, but the foul will be called. And Cedars will get a free kick at the Troy 30. Ball taken quick. Or maybe not, sending it back. Now it's away quick. Cedars will look to work it around their back line. Foster Garrett looked to jump that pass, but didn't quite get there. Picked off there by Kuyate, who has the through ball to Foster Garrett. He's got some speed down the sideline, but is a 4-on-1, so he'll have to hold it up for the moment. Little move down the sideline, pulling it back, and just keeping possession. Well done there by Foster Garrett. Shigeru with the through ball to Nicholson. Nicholson with the touchdown in the box. Move on, shot it off, but not anything too dangerous there for the Cedars keeper.
Yeah, definitely did not make Cedars keeper work there for that one at all.
That being Kalen Masta Castillo. And he will make his first save of the game. Cedars get the ball back. They work their way out. Physical play there, but Connor Henson doing a good job defending that one, winning a free kick for his team. Originally megged on the play, but gets possession back. Luke Nicholson with the ball over to Salvatore Thompson, who takes a big touchback. Kuyate with a solid pass to the strikers. Shigeru with the ball, taking it into the box, sends it back, cross away, touch on, shot on, but going to go off the post of the field goal. A good opportunity for Troy.
Definitely, probably their best opportunity so far within this first 8 minutes or so. Just got to keep getting chances like that, you know.
Yeah, probably, as you said, their best opportunity of the game. And they've had a couple of opportunities within the box at this point. Their second shot on the game, neither being too dangerous at this point. Connor Henson now on the defense as the Cedars FC advances. Through ball attempted. Prisporia doing a good job positioning his body and getting that ball back to Swancut. Despite the slow start for Troy, I think Prisporia has made a couple of nice plays there on the back line in a spot that he's not typically asked to play. Again with the ball out to Connor Henson. Henson will send it back. And they'll restart with Swancut. Swancut to Peak. Peak with the big ball over the top, looking for that through ball to Foster Garrett. Will he get there? Not quite able to get a foot on it, but it will go out for a Troy throw. Foster Garrett has been quite dangerous already in these first 10 minutes with that speed. Troy working their way down, but I believe that will be a goal kick for Cedars. Looked like potentially a corner, but the referee says goal kick. We will start again from Cedars FC goalkeeper. Cedars doing a good job so far, just being patient with the ball. Obviously that early goal helps a ton. But now with the opportunity to settle things down a little bit after some dangerous opportunities for Troy. Troy continuing to be a little conservative on the defending. But they force Cedars to retreat and start again at their goalkeeper. Looking for the through ball, able to connect. Peak forcing Cedars back and forcing it out of bounds. Well done there by center back Carter Peak. Able to win possession back for Troy from that center back spot. As Jackson Deere takes the throw back in, they will restart at Drew Swancut. Swancut wants the long ball, but decides to settle for a quick pass out to center back Carter Peak. Peak with the through ball, and a physical tackle there will win Troy a free kick at the Cedars 40-yard line. Shagir with the pass to Luke Nicholson across the field. Nicholson, a nice touch around the defender. Somehow gets the ball back after bouncing around the defense. Connor Henson sends it back to Prisporia. Prisporia looking for the through ball. Will send it for Shigira, but a good clearance there by Cedars will save that possession. Nicholson with the ball now touches it down. Shot away, but blocked. Kuyate with the ball. But he will lose it there to Cedars, and Cedars will go back on the attack. Troy in a physical battle will win the ball. With Jackson Deere with a give and go opportunity down the sideline. but he will continue to fight, actually win it off the goal line, and it will go out, I believe, for a Troy throw. So well done there. Good effort there by Troy United to win that ball back and keep working.
Great fight.
Great fight. They lost the ball a couple of times. Cross away, but not going to connect there with Luke Nicholson. As Mata Castillo will reset. We will have a goal kick here for Cedars. Staying patient out of the back. Looking for the through ball, and an attempted tackle for sure there by number 2, Diego Medal. Will not work, and Cedars will continue to advance down the field. A counter-attacking opportunity now. Dangerous situation. Kuyate, the closest defender, as Cedars looked to get that shot away, but settled for the pass. Foster Garrett shielding that ball out. I believe it will be a goal kick for Troy United. So another dangerous opportunity there for Cedars FC, but at the end amounting to nothing.
Yeah, Diego Medel almost cut that ball out there. That would have been a really good opportunity if he was able to do that.
It would have been a fantastic counterattack opportunity, but just not quite able to get his foot on it. It's Prisporia now at the ball, looking to move forward to Connor Henson. Henson to Nicholson, and that ball will be poked away out of bounds, so Troy will keep the throw. And we'll see what the strategy is here, as we are about 13 minutes into this contest. Throw in to Salvatore Thompson, initially touched in, but now kicked out for the Cedars throw by Connor Henson. Cedars advancing for the moment as they work their way up to the Troy 20. Give and go will get an opportunity across, and sliding tackle by Carter Peak. And a dangerous opportunity, but a lucky bounce will prevent that from being anything more.
I almost thought Carter Peak was about to put that behind Swan.
I also thought that was about to be an own goal, but at the end of the day, a good tackle that went out for a goal kick, and it all worked out there for Troy. So a dangerous opportunity for sure. But
gonna make you sweat a little bit. But
for sure. I'm sure that his heart is pounding a little bit after that one. They will send the ball back. Cedars with possession, just passing it around the back, staying patient, looking for that through ball opportunity. They will work their way forward and pass back. The Cedars center back finding his outside back, looking for the opportunity, but well defended there by Luke Nicholson. Through ball on. Connor Henson able to flick that out of bounds harmlessly for a Cedars throw. Cedars looking to put this ball back in play quickly. A throw down the line, but again, Prisporia with a strong header to win it back for Troy. Troy now back on the attack. Ball to Salvatore Thompson. And after some physical play, we'll get it to Kuyate. Kuyate with the pass, and the through ball attempted to Foster Garrett, broken up by Cedars. Kuyate again with the long ball, this time to Luke Nicholson, who will get it on the sideline, working his way inside to the defense, looking to poke it through, unable to do so, but continues to fight for that ball. Second opportunity does get through, but a strong tackle will win it back for Cedars. Cedars now on the counter attack, through ball on. Carter Peak well positioned, back to Swancut, and that will be dealt with very, very nicely as Jackson Deere is able to keep that one in bounds. Carter Peak doing a good job there as, again, a player that doesn't typically play center back for Troy, as this through ball is on, and Foster Garrett will look to get on the end of it, but
looks like there was some confusion there.
Yeah,
in the,
a little bit
Cedars
of
backfield.
confusion there from the center back to the goalkeeper. What should have been a simple pass back ended up being a throw-in for Troy.
But yeah, going back to Carter Peak there, I mean, he was about to be outpaced by Cedar striker, and I mean, he just gave a little bit more gas and was able to poke it back to Swancut.
Yeah, his positioning was perfect. I mean, he kept the striker right on his back, was able to poke it away, and it all worked out. two guys now for Troy that don't have very much experience at center back. Prisporia and Peak, neither one playing center back all year for Troy. Outside of the slower start, I would say have had a couple really good moments. Now Troy with the free kick here. Opportunity for Shagira to put this in the box with a dangerous opportunity. Ball in, well placed. And going up for it there, I believe, was Luke Nicholson, but unable to connect. And Cedars FC will have a throw. Or, check that, it will be a goal kick instead. So Cedars reset from the goal kick. Through ball on, but well defended there by Jackson Deere. Turned by Shagira. Working their way forward. Ball to Kuyate, back out to Deere. Deere looking to work his way to split a couple of defenders. Well done.
Lost our feed for a second. Camera overheated. Just going to give it a second to cool down, and we'll be right back online.
And
the feed.
Ball to Kuyate was mishandled, and Cedars are on the attack at the 20. Forced to cut back, but Cedars still with possession at Troy's 20, at Troy's 15. Well defended by Carter Peak to get it away, but Cedars still with the ball, working their way forward. A little bit of pinball going on, but Cedars continuing to hold possession. Through ball on into the Troy end zone. Cross away, but well blocked there by Jackson Deere. Will go out for a Cedars FC corner kick. And Cedars has been very dangerous so far, obviously already with the early goal, but a couple of other opportunities there. And again, another opportunity coming for them, a corner kick in a very dangerous situation. And we will see how Troy elects to defend this. A lot of their bigger defenders no longer, or I guess not here today with the club, with most of their defenders being a little undersized compared to Cedar FC. That ball well defended though, with Cedars getting the shot away, but saved and tipped away by Drew Swancut. It will be another corner for Cedars FC. Good job there by Swancut, keeping it safe. A good shot there by Cedars too from well outside the box. But overall a well-handled cornerback, and Cedars will go out for their second consecutive corner. Didn't quite connect the first time. They will give it a second go. The Cedars will send this one in. Well placed, but again, one and headed out of the box there. I believe that was Connor Henson. Cedars will retain possession, but will not score off the corner. Ball across in, but a poor clearance there and a bicycle kick attempt there by Cedars. Well saved by Drew Swancut.
Would have been absolutely electric. I mean, obviously, we're not rooting for those guys, but I mean, that would have been pretty dope.
Poor kick there by Swanka will put his teammate in the unfortunate situation there to have to foul to make sure that that's not going the other way. That again being Diego Medel with the foul. And now Cedars will get an opportunity just 30 yards out from goal. Their last shot attempt coming from a very similar spot, forcing Swanka to make the save. They will have two different Cedar FC strikers stand over this ball. And just an uncharacteristic mistake there from Swancut. Not a great ball out, putting his teammate in a poor situation, and we'll see if it comes back to bite Troy's. This ball is away, well shot, but sneaking just outside that near post.
And it did not come out to bite them, thankfully.
It did not, as Swancut gets a chance for redemption here to distribute this thing back out. He'll take the simple option to Prisporia. Prisporia looking to send it back to Swancut, who sends it back to Peak on the other side. Good switch of play. Carter Peak will work this ball forward, and with the striker on his back, will send it away, but will not connect with Foster Garrett up top. Salvatore Thompson looking to win it back, but it gets past him. The Cedar splits two defenders, sends this ball across the box, but unable to connect there. Again, would have been a dangerous opportunity. Troy kind of gets away with on a ball just a little bit too far away there for Cedars number 26, Ali Nasir. Connor Henson with the long throw, but intercepted again by Cedars. Luke Nicholson missing that tackle attempt, but poking the next one away. As the ball bounces around, Nicholson with the ball, through ball onto Salvatore Thompson, team's leading goal scorer on the season. Physical play there. He's going to see the ball go out for a Troy throw. Good opportunity here for Troy to do something dangerous with it. Salvatore Thompson with the ball. Big throw to Foster Garrett, but I believe it is called offsides potentially?
I believe so.
Or they're saying that I believe Salvatore Thompson might have stepped in bounds when throwing that ball. So, again, another mental error there for Troy that just isn't very uncharacteristic for some of their top players making these mental mistakes today. Ball won back there by Connor Henson, but then picked away. Ball poked out to Shigira of Troy, who looks to keep it. Taking maybe a few too many touches, but does get it away to Carter Peak. Peak sends it up to Deere, who will look to keep it by sending it back to the center backs. So Troy will reset all the way back at Swancut at their own 25. And they will look to work their way back forward. Not quite finding that through ball yet. That ball poked away, but Troy is still keeping the ball so far. Switch of play here. Sees Prisporia with the ball now, looking for that through ball. Will try it out, but just a little too far outside. We will see Mata Castillo come out and collect that one. Mata Castillo gives it to the center backs, and they restart. A little bit of pressure there by Salvatore Thompson, but Cedars regains possession. Cedars now with the opportunity to work forward, but well defended by Luke Nicholson. That ball falling out of bounds for a Troy throw as Connor Henson looks to take it quick to Salvatore Thompson. Taken away, though, yet again. And Troy just can't connect on some of these opportunities. As Kuyate will send that out of bounds. And Cedars will look to reset. Cedars with the quick throw in. Through ball attempted and connected so far. Another opportunity there. Prisporia getting the tip and Peak getting it away. Cedars will keep possession. They're looking to add on to their lead here. Well defended there as the ball pops about 20 yards back, but Cedars will again have the throw. As they take a quick throw in and work their way back. Well defended there. I believe Foster Garrett was the one poking that away originally. As Cedars is in absolutely no rush to get this ball away. We are 24 minutes into the contest. Is Troy able to take that away? Shigira again having a very strong half. Just not quite able to finish some of those chances. But Cedars back on the counter. They have a 3-on-4, but Luke Nicholson doing a good job to hold that up and send it back. Troy gets behind the ball. Well defended, but the through ball will still be attempted. Prisporia yet again with a strong header and clearance there. Throw in for Troy. Connor Henson looking to take this. He will send it to Carter Peak. Sends it to Shigira. Shigira back to Peak. Carter Peak looking for the long ball to Luke Nicholson. Kind of finds it halfway between Salvatore and Nicholson, and it will be taken away. But Troy will regain possession quickly after. Ball out to Luke Nicholson with a good opportunity here, working his way down the sideline, but will pull it back to try to find a teammate. Kuyate with the ball now, up to Thompson. Thompson to Garrett, but that will be taken away. Peak steps up to win it. The assistant referee is calling for an offsides, but center ref does not see it. Now we'll call it a little bit delayed, and I believe Troy will regain possession back, which is good because Cedars was on the counter. A little bit of a late call there, but better late than never, I suppose.
I guess so.
Carter Peak doing a good job stepping up to that ball regardless.
Very odd place for an offsides. I mean, Troy's back line is playing pretty far up.
Yeah, it was an interesting scenario where the striker was beyond the center backs and then came back on to get that loose ball, but obviously still being the first player to touch it.
Yeah.
Will be called offside. So a rare situation for sure, but I still believe the right call there by the referee. Shigira working his way through traffic will be tripped up, and foul will be called. Troy getting their free kick opportunity here again, potentially in a situation to put the ball in the box if they would like. Seems like that is the plan. They will send bodies forward. As Carter Peak and Prisporia will both step into the box, both center backs hoping to get ahead on this ball and put it in the back of the net. Deere will send it away. Peak back across the box, well placed, but just nobody to receive it on the end there. Carter Peak with a phenomenal ball across.
Great effort by Peak right there.
But not able to connect. Troy will keep the ball. Another through ball opportunity on this one to, I believe, Salvatore Thompson up there. That ball will be knocked out of play, though, and Troy will keep possession. But another really close opportunity. I mean, a well-placed free kick, a even better placed header after, and just not that final piece there to put the ball in the back of the net, as Cedars will get a free kick and take it very quickly to take advantage of this counter-attacking opportunity. But it is picked off by Jimo Kuyate. Will have the ball, send it away to Foster Garrett. Foster Garrett, of course, with that speed down the sideline. Big touch. Bigger touch down the sideline. Sliding tackle attempted. Ball across the box. But again, nobody there to take advantage of this opportunity. Good chance there created there by Foster Garrett. His speed beating the center back down the sideline. Able to get that ball across even after the sliding attempt, but nobody there to finish it. Salvatore Thompson about 3 to 4 yards away from really being a contributor to that opportunity.
Yeah, that pace down the sideline was impressive.
Yeah, and that's where he's really been best for Troy all season, is that pace down the sideline, that through ball, just being able to outrun center backs and outside backs and creating those opportunities. I believe 2 games ago, he contributed a goal and 2 assists, almost purely based off of that speed. But a corner opportunity will be good for Troy as they send it away. Well placed. Won immediately by Cedars, but he shot on. Will be blocked by the Cedars defense. Jimo Kuyate looking to send it back across, but picked away. And Carter Peak will flick it out of bounds. The danger ends for the moment, and Troy will retreat behind the ball. As they will look to take this throw. They will send it back, being patient as they have been through the majority of this game. As we approach the 30th minute of play, Cedars, of course, up 1-0 after that early goal in the 3rd minute. But ever since, I would say that Troy's had the more dangerous opportunities, just not quite able to finish. And as I say that, Cedars with a good opportunity on the through ball here, able to push that ball down the sideline. Big touch, ball across, blocked by Swanka and headed away by Prisporia. But a good opportunity there, and Cedars will now have the opportunity for a dangerous corner kick. Although they have yet to capitalize on their first couple, every corner is a dangerous opportunity for teams to score. As they will look to lengthen their lead. As the corner is away, Nasir the taker, able to connect on it. Kind of a weird header right down to the foot.
Ooh, attempted the volley.
Swanka wants the handball call. The referee disagrees, but the volley attempt going well over the crossbar there. Danger averted yet again, but what a weird series of events. It went from the Cedars player's head right, kind of rolled down his knee off his foot, and it certainly looked like an awkward play, but apparently no handball to be found. Troy, however, doing a nice job defending that, as they have been throughout this game. Looks like Troy will sub off a couple of players up top. That will be Nathan Boos coming in for Salvatore Thompson. As Troy looks for their opportunity. Through ball onto Nicholson. Opportunity here. One-on-one with the keeper. Touch inside. Shot across. And so close there by Troy. Just not quite able to tap it in. There was Shigira, I believe.
Man, what a run there by Nicholson. I mean,
Nicholson with the opportunity, and the newcomer, Nathan Boost, with the opportunity to contribute immediately. Just not quite able to get on the end of it. That ball going off the post. But again, a dangerous opportunity by Troy, unable to capitalize.
So close. They're able to get
So
behind
incredibly
that.
close.
They'll be able to get behind that that back line for the Cedars, but just not quite there yet.
Yeah, both Nicholson and Garrett showing off that speed. It's been really dangerous. They just need the guy up top to finish it, and unfortunately so far just haven't been able to connect with that guy, whether it be Thompson or Boos.
Yeah, Nicholson, I mean, that's just for him to finish, that's a tough angle. So, I mean, he had to cross it in. He had a man there. It's just wasn't to be.
As Troy in a dangerous defending situation here. Cedars with the ball inside the 18. Ball across, but cleared away well immediately by Prisporia. Strong tackle there. All ball there. I believe it was Kuyate with the tackle.
Oh, getting the fancy footwork there for Abdul Shagira. And
ball given away as Cedars will continue to attack. Through ball down the line. Cross is going to get away. Shot will be on, but immediately blocked there by Prisporia again. A player playing out of position, but playing pretty well for Troy. For a player that is typically more of the midfielding role, he's doing a very strong job at center backs. Kind of stepped up to the plate when the team needed a guy, and so far he's had some really good moments there at center back.
Oh yeah, definitely playing into that position today.
Certainly a willing participant to go into some strong tackles. Not something that many midfielders are, very willing to do. So certainly props to Prisporia for that, Matthew Prisporia. As Cedars will get yet another corner opportunity. This one sent away, well placed. Shot on there, but well defended there by Drew Swankut. The header was well placed, but didn't quite have enough power to sneak past the sturdy goalkeeper. He will send it away to Carter Peak out of the back line. Peak looks to switch the field with Prisporia. Prisporia taking a few steps forward, sending the ball through, but not quite able to get it past the Cedar front line. As Cedar will go back on the counter in a 4-on-5 situation. Through ball on. Opportunity was there, but just a little too much power on that pass. And it will go out for a Troy throw.
Goal kick, I believe.
Troy, goal kick. My apologies. You are correct.
You're good. It just snuck on that baseline there over, instead of the sideline. So, it was close. It's kind of close to the corner there.
I appreciate that, but I think it was pretty clearly a goal kick. I just misspoke.
It's all right.
Ball away this time. Foster Garrett looking to get back on it. Heavy touch by Cedars.
Number 20 for Cedars. He's got some serious pace.
He does. He has quite a bit of speed. Bigger guy. Strong tackle there. I believe that's Prisporia again. Sliding tackle. That ball will not quite get out of danger just yet. Prisporia again with the block and continuing to be a nuisance on the defense there. Will force Cedars to retreat a little bit at least. The team defending by Troy in this segment has been much better as they will win the ball again. Nicholson poking it away to Boos. Boos with the big touch towards the center of the field, looking to play that through ball on, but the Cedars goalkeeper will send that ball into the stands.
Into the peanut gallery. I mean, there's not too many people on this side of the field. Everyone, much like last week, they've all retreated to the shade of the other side.
Yeah, Mata Castillo doing a good job getting out there.
We do have a willing participant that was able to get the ball back to the ball boy.
As Troy will have a throw this time, Connor Henson. But a poor touch out is going to be another unnecessary mistake. Just another mental lapse, poor execution, and we've seen that a couple of times with Swankut's poor goal kick, and that obviously major chance off of the post, and now a couple of throw-ins not going Troy's way. Really seems like things just aren't falling so far for Troy United. We will see a sub here, though, as Connor Henson will be subbed out. I believe for Francisco Alvarez. As head coach Connor James wants to keep his guys as fresh as possible. With about 10 minutes left to go here in this half. Alvarez steps into a back line that has seen plenty of new faces today. Ball won immediately by Shigira, but given away. A little bit of an awkward bounce sees Cedars get back on the ball, but Shigira able to get back to it. Some fancy footwork,
Ooh.
able to keep the ball.
And he draws the foul.
And he draws the foul. Couldn't have drawn it up much better than that.
Shagir's doing well today.
He's
playing well with the footwork and giving them opportunities where they can.
Yeah, he's been a dangerous receiver when getting the ball. He's been a good distributor. Certainly had some fancy footwork. That
Whoa.
interesting yellow card there. I would have potentially thought they would have let Troy play to the advantage, but the referee certainly saw something that he wanted to speak to a player about.
Yeah, did you notice anything off about that?
I did not see a dangerous tackle necessarily, but not quite sure what that was about. As stoppage of play here. I believe Troy will get the free kick still, as they will look to reset. I don't believe the referee blew his whistle before that ball was sent away by Jackson Deere. Deere will send it to Peak, and Peak to Swancut. Swancut will distribute out to his center backs as they look forward. Alvarez, the newcomer, with a nice pass, receiving it back, and the attempted through ball was blocked. Is now a through ball on. Carter Peak doing a good job in one-on-one defending so far. Through ball on for Cedars. Opportunity in the box. Driven to the goal line. And cross sent back across. Top of the box shot. And it is going to be a goal for Cedars FC. They will take a 2-0 lead here over Troy United at home. And for a team that is fighting for the top spot in the league and potentially the opportunity to win the league tonight with a victory, they are certainly off to a strong start here in the first half. As they will take a 2-0 lead.
About 7 minutes left to play here in this first half.
Yeah. Not how Troy certainly wanted to start this game. But, of course, with Cedars being a strong opponent with a little bit more depth today, it was always going to be a little bit of an uphill climb for Troy. We'll see if they can claw one back here with the long ball to Foster Garrett, able to get under at that speed, yet again being dangerous. But kicked away, and it looked like it took a deflection off of the hand.
Yeah.
And it will actually be a kick for Troy. It will be a free kick going off the hand, and not a situation that Cedars wanted, right? That clearance not supposed to be touched, but kicking it right to your teammate's hand is not ideal for Cedars. Troy now with a dangerous opportunity just moments after conceding the second goal. As the ball will be whipped in. Good opportunity there. Bounced off the hands of Mata Castillo. Foster Garrett touchdown in the box, but not able to regain it as Shigira will flick it over to Alvarez, and Troy will look to get back behind the ball. Another through ball attempt, but not anywhere near as Prisporia, who was working his way forward. Strong tackle, and a strong tackle there by Clayton Dupuis will be called for the foul. He disagrees, is quite upset about it, but not much you can do after the referee blows his whistle. So Cedars will put it back into play. About 5 minutes and some stoppage time left in this half. Cedars leading 2-0. But Troy with some dangerous opportunities. Taking this one away is Foster Garrett. Ball to Luke Nicholson as he works his way forward. Through ball up to, I believe that is Shigira up top still, as he continues to be dangerous today. Excuse me, that was actually Nathan Boos. He's substitute forward. Ball away to Jackson Deere. He's looking to use his speed to make something happen. Splits the defenders, keeps the ball.
Wow.
Some solid footwork here. Ball across, but unable to connect on the through ball. All of that work just to give the ball away. It's a defeating feeling there for Troy. But it's kind of been the story of the first half. Some great moments, some great opportunities, and just unable to finish plays, unable to make that final pass or that final shot. And a well-made tackle there by Shigira will win the ball back. But not for long, as Troy will continue to defend, and some solid Physical defending there by Alvarez is going to win the ball back for Troy on a throw-in. That was well defended by the substitute, most recent substitute, that being Francisco Alvarez. As Troy will get the ball back with about 4 minutes left to play, with some stoppage time, of course. Ball from Swanka to Peak. Peak back to Swanka. It is worthy of note that Troy has now used all 3 of their substitute players in this first half, so no longer having really any fresh legs to rely on here. But they will continue to fight. Prisporia taking a little too much time on the ball, but able to keep it. Gets the pass away, but unable to connect with the teammate. I think this is where we are really going to see the fatigue start to set in here for Troy. Is, you know, that 45-minute mark. Everybody has some tread on the tires. Everybody is, you know, putting some miles on those legs today. And with Cedars having quite a bit deeper of a bench, they certainly have the opportunity here in the hot July summer. Not nearly as hot as last week, of course, but still a little bit warm here. As Cedars with an opportunity here. Splitting defenders, keeping the ball. Shot will be away, but will sneak over Swankut's hand as well as the bar. So Troy will reset with a goal kick. Got it right that time.
Ah, there you go. Honestly, that was an optical illusion of a shot. Like, it looked weird coming down from the bar, and
it snuck over, and I think it hit the bottom of the field goal post and just kind of took a dive from there. Weird. Interesting shot there. Bose with the pass to Garrett, but Garrett unable to keep it.
Yeah, we'll have to see, you know, because we're about to head into halftime here. You know, who knows how many, you know, added minutes there are, you know, stoppage time-wise. But, you know, we'll have to see if Troy can come out of halftime a little more refreshed.
Yeah, it's, as we said, an uphill battle with just no substitutions, very little depth. Thought of myself about going out there to volunteer at center back for them, but
hey, why not? Why not?
They wanted me up in the booth instead, so.
Hey, Gordy can take over for you here, and you just throw a kid on you and get out there. Don't know what you know, the Midwest Premier League rules are regarding eligibility and such, but
I could do both, honestly. Yeah. You know, put me on the field, I'll still call the game.
You know, we'll try to get like a
mic'd up moment,
a wireless kind of like thing, so we can have you running around.
Nicholson with the pass through, but intercepted there by Cedars as the time ticks away in this half.
I have the ball. I shoot. I score.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be something.
It works in baseball, you know. They do player interviews mid-game, so
I think that would be really interesting. Maybe
every other sport can do it.
First team in the Midwest Premier League.
Alvarez with a nice opportunity in. Not quite able to connect there was, I believe, Clayton Dupuis. But a good ball nonetheless. Alvarez having some good moments, being the freshest player on the pitch. But Mata Castillo will send this ball away and restart it for Cedars. Ball sneaking through a tackle attempt by Shagir, but he will win it back on the second attempt. Ball on to Luke Nicholson, who just didn't quite get anything on that ball. Poked away now, and Cedars will get possession back. Cluster of bodies there, some physical play, and the referee will call a foul.
Troy ball.
About 10 seconds left before stoppage time. This half is coming to an end. Potentially the last dangerous opportunity here. Troy will set it down and at least look to send this into a dangerous area. I believe that is Jackson Deere taking this free kick, looking to send it into the box. He will do so a little bit low, kind of driven to that near post, but not a runner there to connect with. As Cedars will win it back, they will just send this out of bounds. I think potentially expecting the half to expire, but Troy will get one more opportunity at this thing with a physical tackle there. Not going to be called, but will be a Troy throw.
Looked almost like a hockey check.
Yeah, it was certainly a physical tackle. I'm not sure how much of the ball he got from behind.
I'm not so sure about that.
But I suppose the arm wasn't raised, so maybe the referee says play on.
Oh, but we'll raise the arm for that.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Hey.
That one will be a foul, though. Okay.
I am not an official, and I will not.
Yeah.
make my opinions known. But,
Cedars with a
very
counter-attacking opportunity. Outside of the foot through ball. Swanka coming out to get it.
Ooh.
Touch around the keeper, but well defended there by Carter Peak, just being in the way enough to force a heavy touch. And that ball will go out for a Troy goal kick. Drew Swanka pats him on the back and says, I appreciate that. Because if not, that might have been 3-0 there. Swanka will return the favor by giving the ball back to Peak.
Oh,
Just good teammates.
that's cute.
Peak looking for that through ball. We'll send it away to Foster Garrett, who will touch it down. Taking the ball inside. Good opportunity. Through ball attempted to Nicholson. Passes him by, but unable to get through the through the Cedars back line, excuse me. Now a through ball on for Cedars. One-on-one opportunity with Prisporia. Touch is going to be past him. Shot on. Drew Swanka with the save.
Wow.
A fantastic save before going into halftime with just seconds remaining.
There's that swan cut that we've seen all season.
And
right
there's that classic Drew Swanka making a phenomenal one-on-one save with the striker. And that will be halftime. Going into half down 2-0 are the Troy United FC in a game to decide who wins the Midwest Premier League. We will be back in the second half with more. Welcome back, Troy United fans, to the second half of this season finale between the Troy United Football Club and Cedars FC. Coming out of the half, Troy is down 2-0 in a match that could decide the winner of the Midwest Premier League. Troy with quite a few dangerous opportunities, potentially including this one to start the half, but unfortunately not able to put it in the back of the net just yet. Foster Garrett and Luke Nicholson being very dangerous on the sidelines, but unfortunately the Troy Strikers unable to put it away in the final moments. Troy falling 2-0 in the first half, but will continue to fight, hopefully, to get some result out of this game, as they have been on the attack early. Very heavy pressure. They will continue to do so as that ball is double teamed by Garrett and Dupuis, and they win it back.
I don't know about you, Anthony, but I am dying to use these effects.
I can tell. I can tell that you are. Cedar FC with the ball now on the counterattack.
16 of
Alvarez,
the same effect.
the nearest defender, wins it back. Good win there by Alvarez as he works his way forward. Through ball on to Luke Nicholson, but not quite able to connect there, as Cedars will take the ball back and kick it out of bounds for a throw. Troy will take this one, looking to get it in early, and they will. The ball will bounce past both the defender and the striker, and Cedars will just send it away. Prisporia winning the header. Sideline referee says offsides, but they will continue to play for the moment. Center ref doesn't quite see the assistant referee, and they'll just say play on. They'll let it go. So, Troy with the ball in possession. Connor Peak out to Jackson Deere as they work their way around the back. This makeshift back line that Troy's put together certainly had some struggles, but also some good moments. Not a great pass there by Carter Peak. Swanka will take care of it. Another not so great pass again by Carter Peak will turn the ball over. And we've talked about some uncharacteristic mistakes, both mentally and executionary. We saw a couple of them right there. As that cross will be put in the box, Alvarez will touch it down for the moment and clear it, but it will go right back to Cedar FC. As that ball is won by Alvarez again, we'll get the ball to his teammate. However, Troy will cough that one up as Cedars goes back on the attack. Cedars looking to be a little bit more aggressive to start this half, as is Troy from the defensive perspective of things. Good defending there, though, by Jackson Deere and Luke Nicholson. Shagira with the ball looking to distribute that out. Will do so, as Troy will take the ball forward. Get poked away, but they will keep the possession, being Diego Medel. Troy will work backwards. Prisporia with the ball, with the through on to Foster Garrett, and with a player on his back, will not quite be able to get on the end of it. And Cedars will be the first back to the ball. Looking to go on the counterattack, but Troy with quite a few defenders behind the ball. A 4-on-6 opportunity, well defended there by Jackson Deere, who will take it back the other way. He's on the counter, will send the through ball away. But
that was not quite a through ball. That
not
was
quite
something.
the ball that they were looking
Yeah.
for. I think they probably wanted that to go a little bit farther to the outside.
Just a little bit too much on that one.
Castillo will collect that and send it back for Cedar. As we're seeing quite a bit of back and forth here to start the second half. Both teams coming out a little bit more aggressive with some energy, as Jackson Deere will win that one again. Hopefully the through ball this time is a little bit more effective. And it's going to find its way to Foster Garrett. Foster Garrett will take his way inside the box. Touch outside, but the touch a little too big. And that will go right to Mata Castillo for the Cedars FC save.
Through ball was a little more effective that go around.
Just a little bit,
Yeah,
you know.
just a tiny bit.
Touch a little too big there that time for Foster Garrett. Although he will get back on the end of this one. That speed continuing to hurt Cedars. He's back in the box, potentially looking to make something happen. Holding onto the ball, splitting two defenders, shot off, but blocked immediately. Shagir with the ball on the top of the box, looking to get this one back in. A little fancy footwork.
Woo!
Makes the defender miss, but will lose the ball. And we will see a Troy United throw.
They put one of the Cedars defensemen there on his buttocks.
Yeah, he did some
tushy.
nice footwork there.
Yeah,
I would
Shagir's
say.
been pulling out the fancy footwork today, and I'm liking it.
Last
hey,
game of the
last
season,
game,
what do you got to lose?
Exactly. Pull out all the stops. Have a little fun with it.
He's been quite effective at it tonight. Cedars, though, now on the counterattack. A 3-on-2 opportunity, becoming a 3-on-3 opportunity quickly, but Troy doing a good job getting guys behind the ball. As that one is tipped away by Shagira, of course. Seeming to be all over the field for Troy tonight. But Cedars will keep the ball. The big switch is on. The Cedars will take control of that, but an offsides call will give the ball right back to Troy United. Definitely a saving call there, as that would have put Cedars in quite a dangerous situation. But Carter Peak will send the ball back to Swancut, and Troy will look to get this thing away. Swancut back to Peak after not finding very much. Peak dribbles up and is just going to send the ball forward. And a quick header down to a teammate. We'll see Cedars regain a possession. Nathan boosts the target on that through ball, not quite able to connect. As Cedars will switch the field effectively again. Back on the attack. Troy, after a little bit of an aggressive start to this half, are backing off a bit more. 51 minutes into this game, about 6 minutes into the half. As they work their way around Luke Nicholson with some shifty passing. A nice little through ball. We'll see a one-on-one opportunity, but a great tackle there by Jackson Deere, sending that ball well out of bounds. We'll see Cedar take the throw. Cedar taking a bit more time with this one, not sending it in quite as quick as usual. And the touch across, a potential cross opportunity, but well deflected off of the head of Shagira. That clear attempt will eventually fall to the Troy feet, but will go out of bounds. The Cedars will regain possession. A sliding tackle there by Clayton Dupuis is going to see Troy regain that possession. He'll get the ball back now, and a strong tackle will lose that ball right away. Dupuis continuing to fight for it, and Troy will come away from the pile with the ball. Some deflecting, but Troy keeps possession. Carter Peak with the ball, looking to send it long, but not quite able to find a whole lot. We'll send it back to Swancut to restart. Swancut also looking for that long ball. We'll send it to Luke Nicholson, who will eventually get it after a deflection, but not quite. Actually is able to keep possession. Troy now with a good opportunity on the counterattack. Numbers down, but still moving in the right direction. Touch at the top of the box, pass in. And it was a very close opportunity, but again, just not quite able to get on the end of that is Luke Nicholson, who had the through ball, had the touch, but that first touch in the box was a little too far, and Mata Castillo able to come out and get that one. And kind of the story of Troy's night. The good build-up, good opportunity, good through ball into the box, and at the end of the day, just not able to get that final touch on it, not able to poke it in, and unfortunately for Troy, they will lose possession here. We do have an injury now for Cedars FC, as he will step off the field momentarily before we get the ball back in play. Cedars will sub in, trying to see exactly who that number is, but they will send off number 3, and I believe that is number 14. Ahmed Salman coming back into the game for Cedars. Cedars with a big ball forward, but won very well by Jackson Deere. Tried to get it to a teammate, not quite so successful. Alvarez again trying that through ball, but just not working. The counterattacking tonight has not gone in the way in favor of Troy United, but they do continue to fight. almost certainly feeling the effects of the fatigue now, as that through ball will fall right to Drew Swancutt. He will restart the possession for Troy. Jackson Deere to Carter Peak. Peak back out to Deere. Trying to find that ball to work forward, but nothing successful yet. As they will switch the field to Prisporia. Prisporia will try the long ball in a 3-on-1 opportunity. Not quite able to find Luke Nicholson, but Shigira will get back on the ball. Back out to Jackson Deere. Jackson Deere using that speed and opportunity. Now a good counterattack. After the ball bounces around, Luke Nicholson unable to contain. That ball will bounce away. Cedars now with the through ball of their own. Attack is on. It's a 3-on-1 opportunity. How will Cedars handle it? Cut inside, shot across, but blocked momentarily. A scuffle in the box. Swanka went out to get the ball, but it was poked away. Well defended there by Troy. Dangerous opportunity for Cedars. Cedars will keep possession now. Troy looking to be physical to win that ball back, but unsuccessful so far. Luke Nicholson with a shifty tackle attempt, able to use that speed, getting out to Foster Garrett, who's been so dangerous tonight. Large touch down the sideline. Will wait up for some of his teammates to catch up. Ball into Luke Nicholson, who will send it across to Dupuis. Dupuis with the shot on, but blocked well by the Cedars center back. The ball will fall back out to Carter Peak. Peak will send it to Deere. Deere looking for that cross in, not going to find it, so we'll send it to Shigira. Shigira back to Peak, and Troy will reset. Over to Prisporia. Prisporia over to Shigira. He's looking for that through ball, but will not find it. As Troy is just being patient on the back line. The striker's trying to find that little bit of space. Prisporia with the nice through ball, potentially going to find Alvarez in the corner. The touch will be taken, but it will go off Cedars and back into their possession. Poor touch, however, we'll see. I believe that is Prisporia back on the ball to Medell. Medell to Boos. And playing a little bit of pinball here are the two teams, but Cedars will walk away with it. And a through ball attempt yet again will be unsuccessful. So Swanka gets the ball back and will restart it. Ball out to Carter Peak, a little bit too far, but Peak able to get on the end of it. Outside the foot attempt will be kicked out of bounds for a Troy throw. Foster Garrett will send it back in quick, but the referee says timeout. We're going to make a couple of substitutions here. Believe that is Medell coming out for Castillo. Cuyate, excuse me. And it looks they have made one more sub, although I cannot see exactly what it was. I believe it was Nathan Boos who has come out for Salvatore Thompson. So the starting line is back in up top. The throw was taken quick. I believe a little bit of a holding call there potentially will give Troy a free kick opportunity. Cedars not very keen on giving the 10 yards, but referee forces their hand. Control will go back to work. Jackson Deere with a nice little move down the sideline, trying to work with the ball, but well defended there by Cedars. We'll see it go out of bounds for their throw. Cedars will send it back to the center backs and reset. Some patient passing there as Deere will be the closest defender, brought down, but the referee says play on. Cedars now on the counterattack, but a poor pass. We'll see Cuyate win the ball back for Troy. He distributes well out to Jackson Deere. Deere to Garrett, and Garrett to Salvatore Thompson, who takes a nice touch down the sideline. Is looking to create just a little bit of space, working his way to the goal line, pulling it back across to Foster Garrett. Foster Garrett in the box, unable to do it, sends it back to Salvatore Thompson. Thompson with the cross into the box, but blocked by Cedars and sent away.
Bicycle kicked out of there, out of the box by that defenseman.
Second bicycle kick of the game for Cedars as they are on the counterattack. A 2-on-3 situation. Through ball on. Alvarez there making the stop, and it would have been called offsides regardless. But the wheels of Alvarez making sure that regardless of offsides call or not, that ball would not have been too dangerous for Troy. Through ball back on, and a little bit of a miscommunication there. Troy forward, Salvatore Thompson not quite ready for that one. I think maybe a little bit exhausted from the heat and the run he just made. So Cedars will keep the ball. Foster Garrett with a little bit of pressure will force the ball back to Mata Castilla. He will send it away to Troy, but a ball a little too far forward will fall. Shagira header to Luke Nicholson, looking to get on the end of it. Unable to do so momentarily, but will continue to fight. The ball will go out for a goal kick. Danger avoided momentarily by Cedars. And Mata Castillo will look to restart this thing. Big ball on. Well defended by Prisporia. Ball won eventually by Alvarez. But Cedars will regain possession. Cedars looking to be just a little bit more aggressive here in the second half as that through ball will find its way. But ball picked away again. This Clayton Dupuis with the through ball on to Luke Nicholson. Will he be able to get on the end of it? Looks like he'll just find it in the corner. Nicholson back to Dupuis. Dupuis looking to get the ball across. Will get the cross away. Header off. Shagir with the opportunity to touch down, but too large of a touch on the ground. And that ball will be cleared away. A dangerous opportunity at the top of the box, but just a poor first touch, not allowing him to get that shot away on frame. Quick throw for Troy. Nicholson fights for that ball, but it will go out of bounds for another Cedars throw. Excuse me. Must have tipped off of Nicholson when going out of bounds. Ball quickly thrown in by the Cedars. As a couple of deflections there, falls to Kuyate. Troy trying everything they can to get this ball on frame and just get some shots and opportunities.
Yeah, they're getting in there. It's just like
they can't finish.
Yeah, nothing's quite, crosses come up a little too short.
As that through ball attempt by Cedars will fall right to Swanka as we enter the 63rd minute of play. Shagira again finding his pass as well. A poor ball back. We'll see a counterattack opportunity. A 3-on-3. Cedars off to the races. Well defended so far by Carter Peak in a one-on-one situation. And he is going to make the tackle, and the referee says it was clean. Well defended there by Carter Peak in a one-on-one situation. That is a hard thing to do as a defender, and especially that foul in the box.
Yeah, what do you think on that? What do you think about that?
I think it was the right call.
Okay.
I think he played it about as well as he could have, got positioning in, and it was a physical play, but you're allowed to be physical in the sport. And
yeah, and I mean, frankly, at this point, I don't really know if the refs are going to, just start awarding free kicks. I think they just kind of want this to run the course here, let them play.
Right.
Especially with Cedars being up 2-0 right now.
Yeah, and if it's not an egregious foul, which that one certainly was not, I think the play will continue as Foster Garrett looks to make something happen, unable to connect with Salvatore Thompson. And Cedars will look to reset. Originally looked like they were going to be a little more aggressive, but Troy United FC back off a bit from this defensive standpoint. Cedars will work their way down the far sideline. And honestly, they just look tired.
Yeah.
At this point, understandably so. They've played
3 subs.
They've played about 65 minutes with just 3 subs.
I imagine 15 minutes at halftime isn't really going to give them that much juice to get through another 45.
And Cedars has certainly been running Troy United up and down the field. So
Cedars is deep. They got a lot of guys on their bench. I'm looking at 4 of them sitting over almost by the corner right now, just kind of watching.
5 players up there.
And they got couple more on the bench.
Through ball on for Cedars, cross away, but well defended by Carter Peak to get it out. Ball falling to Kuyate, who will find Shagira with the nice one-touch pass to Foster Garrett. If he can get it down, he will have space to work. 2 defenders close quickly. Garrett will turn it around and retain possession for his team. Well done. Ball to Kuyate. Kuyate working forward. Through ball on to Salvatore Thompson. Going to be physical, and that one will be called. I think certainly the right call there.
He's still down.
The Cedars defender is continuing to be on the ground for the moment. Shook up just a little bit. Seems to be okay. So a foul there. Not the smartest foul by Salvatore Thompson, but at this point you got to try anything to get that shot on. The Cedars will take possession back. Big ball attempted, but well won by Carter Peak. Good move there by Luke Nicholson, getting it out to Kuyate. He will look to keep possession, playing through ball to Francisco Alvarez, who will get the cross away. Kuyate will not contest it, though. Shigira touching it down in the box. A little bit of fancy footwork, shot on.
Ooh.
Momentarily tipping up from the keeper, but eventually Mata Castillo will collect it, and he will keep the clean sheet momentarily. Probably their best opportunity of the night.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Their
That
first
was
true shot on goal, and
absolute laser beam off the foot of Shigira there.
And it did originally beat the keeper, but well enough to pop it straight up so he could catch it on the rebound.
Fortunately, was not enough for me to turn up the effects dial in an official manner.
I see. We'll see if we can find a moment like that later on.
At least get one of those.
Fantastic work there by Dupuis, getting it away with a little fancy spin move. Troy pulling out all the stops here with their footwork as the build-up yet again very strong, but unable to connect that final pass or two.
Seeing a little bit of frustration there from our
Dupuis,
Troy guys.
yeah.
They wanted a foul, and the ref just did not give it to them.
Certainly some frustration mounting. Foster Garrett will force that ball to work back. And Troy just content at this point to let Cedars work behind in their own half, through their own back line.
Yeah, preserve that energy any way you can. I mean, if you keep chasing them and pressing them when they're in their own defensive third,
Poor ball picked away there by Alvarez. Dupuis with the through ball on. Unable to really connect, though. The Cedars will send it away. Jackson Deere beat to the ball that time, as the through ball will be on. No offsides this time. We'll see a one-on-one opportunity down the sideline as Cedars cuts inside. Troy doing a good job getting players back behind the ball. They have about 6 players back right now to Cedars 5. But Cedars will stay patient. Troy not really being too aggressive to win this ball back. Again, being content up to about their 20-yard line where they have a solid 8-player wall. But Cedars will work through the sideline, send it back. Potential opportunity here. Cedars being patient with the ball. That through ball will be connected. Shot will be on. Deflected away. Cedars again. And well saved that time by Swancut. Couldn't tell exactly where that ball went. An awkward save, but a save nonetheless.
Swancut remains consistent.
By Troy's star keeper. Fantastic delivery that time to Jackson Deere, who will find, I believe that is Salvatore Thompson in the center. His through ball will find his way to Luke Nicholson, who is behind the defense, but a header away will keep him from finding possession, and clearance will fall back to Troy, so they will reset. Prisporia with the ball, finding it through to Dupuis. Dupuis to Alvarez. Alvarez looking for that through ball, but again, well defended by Cedars FC. Just unable to find that final pass through. Alvarez with the quick throw to Dupuis. They'll give and take a couple of times. Through ball on to Nicholson with good opportunity. Cross on, but tipped away. As the Cedars heavy touch will go to Shigira. Who else to win the ball back for Troy tonight? Salvatore Thompson with a working to turn with this ball. Continuing to work through the pile of players. Will get taken away eventually. Shigira again in the right place at the right time to take this ball away. Looking to get the cross away. Will get the shot on, but deflected again by those center backs. Being in the right positions tonight. Through ball played, Foster Garrett, touch to Shigera, Shigera to Foster Garrett. Big touch on, through ball attempted, but again, won by the Cedars center backs. Cedar back on the counter now.
Oh, man,
A
look at number 20
3-on-2 opportunity. 20's getting down the field.
He's flying.
4-on-2 opportunity now for Cedars. Touch outside, shot on, blocked originally by Drew Swancutt, but tapped in. And Swancutt wants the offsides call, but it will not come as Troy concedes their third goal of the night. And in a counter-attacking situation, 30 minutes left in the game, Troy will fall to 3-0. And it looks as though Cedar is in the driver's seat for this game. And unless something major happens,
looking like Cedars will be the MWPL regular season champions.
Yep, that seems to be the case tonight. And as much as Swancutt is frustrated by that goal, I think we can all agree that number 20 for Cedars certainly put in the effort for it.
Oh, man. Foot on the gas pedal.
He was giving it all for that third goal, and that one could be the dagger for Cedars FC to take home Midwest Premier League regular season title, as you said.
Yeah. Overall, great effort by Swancutt there. I mean, there's just not really much you can do. You make one save, and you just got a guy sitting there ready to put it in the back. I mean,
yeah, Swancutt did about everything he could, made the original save, but unfortunately the center back's not quite able to retreat with him, and it's a pretty easy tap in there for number 20, being Nafali Diallo.
Nice.
So
he's playing center back.
Yep.
And he is just on that count. Some of those counterattacks, he is
flying.
Just full pedal to the metal down the field. I mean, this man has unbelievable pace, insane, and he's just getting down there. And he's tall too. I mean, he's a player.
He's a prototypical center back, and
but he's got that speed.
His effort paid off for sure. Both sides making some large substitutions.
Well, as large as Troy's substitutions can be with 3 men.
Exactly, fair enough.
Obviously not ideal.
Connor Henson back in the game as Jackson Deere slides into center back. Ball kicked away there by Jackson Deere.
Bit of an awkward tackle there.
But it will be Troy's throw, so it all kind of worked out.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
So Troy will look to take this throw.
Yeah, it looks like Troy by no means is in a rush to get anywhere. I mean,
yeah, I think at this point, morale is not the highest it could be.
And they're running with a limited deck here, so it's just
at this point you're playing for pride, you're playing for fun for the last 30 minutes, and they'll work their way forward with Clayton Dupuis with the through ball up to Luke Nicholson. Nicholson with an opportunity to work, cuts inside. He's going to find Foster Garrett on the far end as he takes a touch into the box, looking to get that shot away. Unfortunately, not quite able to do so. But is able to find Shigera as he looks to send that ball into the box. Tries to pick out a pass. Unable to do so. But a nice little touch around the defender.
He got tripped up and
got clipped by number 6 there by Cedars. And Troy will have a free kick at about the Cedars 17. Clayton Dupuis standing over the ball with Jimo Kuyate as they look to claw at least one goal back in this series. Certainly a frustrating night for Troy, being down a bunch of players. But they do continue to fight. Kuyate looks to join the masses as Dupuis stands over the ball by himself. Good ball in, well placed, but nobody there for Troy to win it.
Oh, it's a one-on-one.
And now a one-on-one opportunity. Woo! Well defended, but offsides call will be made. Luckily there for Troy, that was Connor Henson stepping up. Originally made the tackle, but the deflection just went the other way. And a lucky offsides call is going to go the way of Troy United.
A little nerve-wracking. I mean, that deflection, if that wasn't called offsides, I mean, we're looking at
2-on-1 with the keeper.
Yeah.
And Swancutt's pretty good, but even he is going to be in a sticky situation there.
I mean, at that point, Troy's staring down the barrel at 4-0.
Which is just a place you do not want to be. Shigera looking for that switch, but not quite able to connect there on the boundary.
About 15 minutes left in the contest here. Let's see how Troy can finish this out.
Referee is going to call foul on something.
Someone, somewhere, pulls out the yellow.
Not quite sure who that yellow was directed towards, but Cedars will get the free kick, so it must have been somebody on Troy.
Yeah? Who knows?
Just using my context clues.
Look at you. Joey Varelli would be proud of you, Mr. Joey Varelli, president of the club. No, not president of the club, founder of the club.
A little more important.
Not sure exactly what his position is, but he is the big man on campus next to Mr. Louis Osowski. Joey Varelli, English teacher here at Troy High School, would be very proud of you with your use of context clues.
Cedars looking to get that free kick away early. Speed down the sideline, but a big touch will go out of bounds. Troy still putting in quite a bit of effort to get those balls out of bounds.
I mean, these guys are, I feel like most of them are probably running on E, but, I mean, that just shows you the fight in these guys.
Yeah, they want at least one goal back, fighting for a little bit of pride and a little bit of a better look on the scoreboard. So they will continue to fight, but this is a group that, has a lot of pride in the soccer that they play, and even down 3-0, they're going to continue to work. Shigira working his way through two defenders, but the third will come in to take it. Counterattack for Cedars will not go anywhere, and a touchdown. Swanka able to get on the end of it. We'll play that ball out quick to Francisco Alvarez. Takes a good touch out to Dupuis, and then back to, I believe, Prisporia. Prisporia with the through ball to Kuyate. Kuyate and Nicholson with a little give and go. An interesting tackle attempt there. But Troy now with the numbers advantage.
Ooh.
Salvatore Thompson with the opportunity. Lost the ball momentarily, but won back by Clayton Dupuis. Out to Connor Henson.
Connor Henson was out there on the wing, just wide open.
Shot on, but well high and wide. Actually hit the post of the guardrail.
Oh, interesting.
Probably not the post he was aiming for, but
hey, it was a post. Look,
it was a post.
He had some kind of iron. Yeah, but no, Connor Henson was out there on the wing, and he was hollering for the ball.
He wanted the through ball and just not quite able to get it away with Salvatore Thompson. And by the time Dupuis got it out to him, the Cedar defenders were able to get over there. So Cedars will restart play here with a goal kick. Looks like they're going to send everybody deep, and we'll see a nice long goal kick here, something we haven't seen very much of today. Well brought down by Cedars. And a foul drawn. And not sure if that was intentional, but we're reaching that point in the game where you're going to start, wasting a little bit of time if possible, and, escape here with
about 12 minutes left in regulation.
Yeah, victory.
I imagine Cedars is going to be taking their time for everything.
As they should. Cedars with the through ball, but the poor touch will fall to Shigira.
I do have a feeling, though, obviously, if they have the right opportunity, they're going to go for it. They're going to
go absolutely, I would imagine. But on dead balls like that, free kicks, they're just going to take their time to get reset and take as much time off that clock as possible.
Ooh.
Some fancy footwork here by Cedars.
Oh,
He's going to get the nutmeg.
Oof.
He's going to retain possession. Prisporia is going to foul him in the box. And that one is going to be called... Just kidding. It is going to be called a goal kick.
Oh, man, they said let him play. At this point, what's the point in doing a PK?
Right. And we're at that point in the game where Cedars isn't even that upset about it.
No. Refs probably are just like, you know what? Hey, 3-0. Let's just work on getting out of here.
Let's get out of here. Let's, run out this clock.
And go to McVee's Pub and Grub, post-game sponsor of Troy United FC. Probably bad time for an ad placement.
As good a time as any.
Hey, I saw my opportunity. I was like, hey, let's do it. Got to have a little bit of fun here.
That felt pretty natural.
Look. It was great. Honestly, man. Timing, segues, as Kuyate tried to segue this to
Foster Garrett.
But obviously did not work out for him.
Unable to do so. Cedars with the opportunity to through ball on. Alvarez able to take that away, though. He's had a solid game after coming in as a substitute. Ball from Deere out to Henson. Henson to Shigira. Shigira to Kuyate, and Kuyate will send it back to Deere. Nice little circle.
I'll tell you what, beautiful sunset over the field here at Troy High.
Yeah. Ball up to Luke Nicholson, who takes the touches it down, but unable to control it.
Beautiful way to the end of the season, if you ask me. Nice night. Unfortunate results
Would
so
be
far,
better if
but
the score was flipped, but you know, as far as the atmosphere itself, not a bad way to end the year after quite a few weather-related incidences.
Lightning, rain.
As the through ball is going to be on, but called off sides. Sliding attempt there by Jackson Deere.
Yeah, they may be going easy on the fouls here, but they're definitely not going easy on the offsides calls.
Oh, they have been diligent with that tonight.
Yeah.
They continue to call it here late into this contest.
Yeah, with about 10 minutes left, I mean.
Jackson Deere with the great effort, though, on that sliding save.
Definitely.
He's played all 81 minutes up to this point and continues to work hard for Troy. But that through ball, and really their entire style of play tonight just hasn't been working out for Troy. The through ball hasn't been on, and while Foster Garrett and Luke Nicholson have been dangerous at times, they just can't seem to find Salvatore Thompson to finish these goals. Shigira now with possession up to Salvatore Thompson. Thompson back to Shigira. Shigira with a through ball on, maybe a couple touches too late, but will get the ball back off a deflection. Poke the ball through, but will get intercepted once again by Cedars. And with a nice touch now, it is going to be a 5-on-4 counterattack opportunity. 4-on-4, excuse me. But well defended there by Clayton Dupuy's physical tackle there. But Dupuy able to keep the ball in bounds and keep possession for Troy. Jackson Deere working his way up the field now with some speed. A burst up to Foster Garrett, who again we know has that speed. Through ball to Salvatore Thompson. Pulling it back, looking to get that ball across. Went for the nutmeg, didn't quite get it. And it will send Cedars back on the counter themselves. Through ball on. That is certainly not going to be offsides. Connor Henson in a one-on-one opportunity. Cedars will get the ball off, but a physical play. And it is going to, I believe, be just called a goal kick.
Yeah.
Physical play by Connor Henson, but the ball was kicked away, and I believe that ball went out of bounds before Swanka was able to get his hands on it.
And we got a cramp in Troy boy out
As
here.
we seem to do at least once a game.
Oh, I imagine, especially now. I mean, no subs, just you're running, you're giving it all your juice. I mean, you just, at some point, muscle's going to say, nope, I'm over this.
And I'm trying to see exactly who it is. Both center backs seem to be all right. Hard to tell on the ground. I see Prisporia and Deere. Connor Henson's all right. But as time continues to tick away here, we will take a short break for this injury. Welcome back, Troy United FC viewers, to this season finale of Troy United versus Cedars FC. The downed player was Clayton Dupuy, who remains on the sideline stretching. And as he was down, many of the other Troy players were stretching out as well, just to make sure they did not meet a similar fate. Foster Garrett now with an opportunity on the sidelines, but in a really 3-on-1 dribbling opportunity. Not a whole lot he could do there, as Cedars will work on their way back up the field. About 5 minutes and some stoppage time left. I think this game is all but taken by Cedars FC. Yet again, another offsides call, though. Referee's not missing those tonight.
Yeah. So the Cedars, they have not struggled to find the back of the net, but something they have struggled with.
Standing on sides.
Yep. I mean, I don't think those two things are, exactly compatible. But hey, they find the opportunities when they get them, and they make the most of them.
As that ball is sent right into the construction zone.
Oh no!
Over the stands. Somebody will have fun going to get that. As Troy will kind of work this thing out as the rest of the time. Shigira taking a step forward. Through ball attempted, but again, Salvatore Thompson unable to connect. Through ball back on for Cedars, though. Ball right through the striker's feet. A little bit of pinball there. Ball out to Alvarez. Alvarez advances up the field, looks for that through ball to Foster Garrett. Not quite there, and potentially would have been offsides regardless. Dupuis back in the game now, distributing that to Drew Schwankut. As Troy will continue to work this ball around, looking for any opportunity. Ball to Kuyate. Kuyate turns and looks for a teammate. Through ball on to Luke Nicholson. Cross attempted, cross blocked, but Luke Nicholson still with the ball. Out to Alvarez. Alvarez with the touch to the sideline, but well won away by the Cedars defender. Cedars with a 2-on-2 opportunity now, and a deflected ball will fall to Cedars. A through ball on, a one-on-one opportunity with Drew Schwanka. Shot on! And the fourth and likely final goal of this contest will fall to Cedars FC in a counter-attacking opportunity. Troy will fall to 4-0 in this contest. And you can see they are just tired. They are exhausted. Very few subs and a lot of minutes played by everybody.
I'll tell you what, I'm honestly surprised that that one was not called offsides as well. It looked a little...
I was as well. I thought that he was potentially offsides, but either a deflection off of the center back or just a well-timed run potentially, and it ends up being a goal in the back of the net.
Obviously, different perspective down there for the side judge. So
for sure. But Troy is certainly looking just a little bit defeated here, down 4-0.
Definitely. And Cedars obviously taking their time getting back in position. As soon as the whistle was blown, though, Troy was ready to get back into it. So
looking about these last likely 3 to 5 minutes of their Midwest Premier League season, and that through ball attempt by Connor Henson once again will not find the feet of a Troy attacker. Mata Costello will patiently pick that ball up in absolutely no rush to get it away. And he'll just send it as far down the field as possible. Alvarez, the receiver, able to get it back for Troy. Clayton Dupuis looking for a teammate. Kind of split the difference between Shigira and Henson, but Henson finds his way on the ball. Shigira continuing to be effective and dribbling it out of bounds. I think he thought it might have gone off of a Cedars player.
Slightly defeated there.
A little bit.
Shigira.
And he's played really well tonight.
Yeah,
he's put everything on the field, and frustration is certainly growing among this Troy team.
Yeah, it'd be hard to find any player on the Troy team sheet right now that hasn't given their all in this game.
Yeah, they've certainly been fighting despite being down in the numbers. And that through ball will fall to Swankut as we enter and approach the final minute of regulation play. That, a beautiful ball by Swankut to, I believe that is Kuyate, but in a 2-on-1 situation with the center backs, unable to bring it down.
Ooh, wow.
Physical play. He's going to keep fighting for it.
He's
actually going to win it.
Ah.
But poked away there by Cedars. A great effort there by Jimo Kuyate. But again, just unable to find that final pass. Alvarez with the ball back again for Troy. Clayton Dupuis with the ball back to Alvarez. Alvarez with the opportunity. Through ball on, but again taken away and cleared by Cedars. A well-placed pass. We'll see Cedars take the ball back. Foster Garrett looking to get back on it.
Good effort by Foster Garrett there.
Yeah, and I believe Cedars is actually playing with 10 men right now, with 23 cramping on the sideline.
No need to play with 11 right now, I suppose.
I suppose as much. With 8 seconds left in regulation and a few minutes of stoppage time, we will see if Troy can at least pull 1 goal back and finish their season on a positive note. They do continue to fight for it, but that pass picked away, intended for Clayton Dupuis. And the through ball on again, the counterattack. Jackson Deere, the only defender back there. One-on-one opportunity past him. Swat on. Swankup making the solid save, though. Quickly thrown out to Shigira as we get into the 91st minute. And the referee stops play as that is Clayton Dupuis down on the ground.
I'm honestly, injury and stoppage time, I imagine I couldn't.
Imagine there's going to be a couple minutes at least.
Yeah. Or at this point, with the score being the way it is, just
call the game at this point.
I think
everybody's kind of ready to go home.
Yeah, I think even Cedars is just like, okay, we got this. And Troy especially, they're tired. They're tired. They want to go home. Or to McVee's Pub and Grub. Who knows?
Or to McVee's Pub and Grub.
Sorry, McVee's, don't get mad at me because I am shouting you out on our stream. You guys are a great joint. And, I worry that they'll hear this and they'll be like, "Oh, he's making fun of us." Like, no, you are literally
all serious. Yeah,
literally Troy United's post-game sponsor. So, go down to McVee's, have a cold pint, and reminisce on a great 2024 campaign by Troy United.
Yeah, as we said earlier, a step up, more wins than last season, higher placement in the table. Although it wasn't perfect.
The marvelous Joey Varelli has just walked into the booth. How you doing, Joey?
Hey, it's a tough one. Tough way to end the season. Big shout out to everyone watching on YouTube. I want to personally apologize to the Michigan Stars. Just kidding. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I have nothing to say. I'm pulled under the pressure of live television, so I'm going to leave the booth.
Joey Varelli pleads the Fifth Amendment and says no contest, and I believe they just blew
the referee blows the final whistle.
And
that will bring a close to the 2024 Midwest Premier League season for the Troy United Football Club. This one ending 4-0. Not the way you wanted to end the season, but still a promising season nonetheless. A 4-0 victory for Cedars FC will see them win the Midwest Premier League regular season table. With that being said, that I believe is all we have for tonight.
Anything else you got to add?
My name is Anthony Ryder, joined by Ryan Peeney.
Yep.
I believe you have the slogan to end it off.
Up the Troy!